public.
It is 6 a.m. on Wall Street. It is 3 a.m. in Silicon Valley. I'm Monita Rajpal.
And I'm Zain, Verjee. This is World One live from London.
Today, Facebook will make history. After months of hype, it's bringing its shares to market after the most valuable stock offering ever carried out by a high-tech company. The sale price implies the company as a whole is worth, wait for it, more than $100 billion. But when trading in the shares gets going, will the markets give Facebook a big like? Well, Felicia Taylor reports now from New York.
$38 a share. That's the magic number that the IPO of Facebook will begin trading at on the NASDAQ on what I'm calling Facebook Friday.
So Facebook's got 901 million users. The question is, who's getting rich? Well, Mark Zuckerberg owns well over 500 million shares. He's selling 30 million of them, taking all those shares into account with a value of $38 each. He is set to be worth over $20 billion. Then the next person there is arguably the brain behind much of Facebook's strategy. Facebook's number 2 CEO, Sheryl Sandberg. She owns nearly 1.9 million shares, although interestingly, she says she won't be selling any of them. But at a price of $38 per share, her net worth is $72 million. Another happy Facebook friend, Sean Parker, the guy who founded Napster. Well, he played a key role in the company's early days, and when the company goes public, Parker will be worth around $2.5 billion. Now, this next person probably doesn't need a lot of introduction. You'll recognize his face, but you probably wouldn't expect to see him on the Facebook rich list. It's a face we're all familiar with, rock star Bono. His private equity firm, Elevation Partners, owns over 40 million Facebook shares, valuing his investment at around $1.5 billion. And finally here, we've got Dustin Moskovitz. He's one of Facebook's early co-founders. He'll see a significant rise in fortune with over 133 million shares. He'll be worth some $5 billion. Now, in a further sign of the economic stress, though, in Europe, the ratings agency Moody's has cut its rating of the financial soundness of 16 Spanish banks. Spain's 2 largest banks, Banco Santander and BBVA, both got downgraded. Newspapers around the world are saying about the situation in Greece and Britain. The Independent's headline, austerity or growth. It doesn't have to be one or the other. It goes on to say everyone is getting themselves into a fearful tizzy over Greece at 5% of the Eurozone's total economy. The rest of Europe could either pay up to save Greece or let it fall without disaster. At heart, it's not a financial crisis, but a political one. The headline in the International Herald Tribune is a swirl of emotions descends on Greece. Describing the mood in the country, it goes on to say, in the tense lull between elections and the political and economic uncertainty here has produced a new air of expectation and the sense of an end game in which Greece will fall apart or Europe will pull together, or perhaps both. And finally, in Greece itself, the Katamarini English paper has this headline, "Our eye is off the ball." It's a comment piece that says, looking at the foreign media, we see that everyone is concerned only with how much damage we will cause by dropping out of the euro. Our need to reshuffle the deck with new elections makes it look like the result of May 6 was just a bad hand in a game of poker. It shows that our political class cannot see beyond itself. Almost 3 months have passed since Trayvon Martin was shot dead in Florida. Now new evidence has come to light about what happened that night in February. The 17-year-old African-American was killed by George Zimmerman, a 28-year-old neighbor. That reveals a more complex picture. John Zarella joins us now live from Miami with more on that, John.
Yeah, Monita, and you know, it's not likely to be any more simplified as you move on.
Thank you for that, John Zarella
Sure.
there in Miami. Tommy Goodwin is one of the few accompanying the torch for its journey. He won 2 bronze medals in cycling during the 1948 London Olympics and will now be one of Britain's Olympic torchbearers at the ripe old age of 91. He counts Guinness, a raw egg, and a raw egg as a secret to his success. Atika Schubert went to investigate. It will open in about 3 hours from now. Facebook shares won't start trading right away. It sometimes takes an hour or more for newly listed stocks to make their public debut. Dan Simon joins us now from Facebook's headquarters in Menlo Park, California. Still pretty early there for you there, Dan.
Good morning, Monita. Well, it's 3:30 in the morning here in the San Francisco Bay Area.
From those who are set to live like royalty to those who are born or married into it, Britain's Queen Elizabeth is hosting a lavish lunch at Windsor Castle today to celebrate her Diamond Jubilee. But human rights groups are up in arms about her guest list. That's because the King of Bahrain and the King of Swaziland are due to be there. Critics accuse Bahrain's king of... Hopefully you get a bit of a taste test as well, a bit of a sampling. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Max, thank you very much for that. Max Foster, our royal correspondent at Windsor Castle. Well, one of the best footballers in the world has been speaking exclusively to CNN. Amanda Davis joins us now with more on what Cristiano Ronaldo had to tell World Sport.
Yeah, sadly, it wasn't me that got to speak to Cristiano Ronaldo. That was Pedro's job. Yeah, he's been scoring so many goals this season that Ronaldo hasn't had too much time to sit down and do it from me and the team for now. But it's not bad that not just one big name in Cristiano Ronaldo, but two in Michel Platini as well.
World Sports kicking, you know what? We love it.
They are on fire.
On fire indeed. Thank you very much, Amanda. Thank you so much.
What is World Sport kicking? You know. You're watching World One live from London.
We want to return now to one of our top stories. People are lowering their expectations about Greece amid speculation. Its days as a member of the Eurozone are numbered. Many Greeks are terrified of the prospect and what it will mean for their savings. So where are they putting their money if they can't invest at home? Nina Dos Santos takes a look at that.
Good luck. So you don't get to see it in Atlanta, huh?
Nope, not at all.
Mari Ramos, thank you. Sure. You're watching World One live from London. I'm Zain Verjee.
I'm Monita Rajpal. We leave you now with a look back at the life of Donna Summer. She died Thursday at the age of 63. Her songs defined a generation of working women and the era of disco.
Michelle Turner has more on the singer and her legacy.
Yes, it's my last chance for romance.
That song was, was a song that I get to sing at the end of every show mostly, and by that time I finished the show and I'm getting my paycheck. So that's a good song for me.